We're Brooke and Donald. We love hiking, camping, fishing, and everything outdoors. If you enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe before leaving. We are leaving our campsite in North Dakota and heading west. We quickly found a prairie dog and spotted our first bison of the trip. After leaving Michigan and making our way across North Dakota, we decided to make a stop in Jamestown to check out Frontier Village. We weren't exactly sure what to expect, but it ended up being a really cool look back at what life was like in the prairie over 100 years ago. Walking through the village felt like stepping back in time. There are historic buildings everywhere, from an old schoolhouse and church to a blacksmith shop and pioneer homes. Many of them are filled with the original furniture, tools, and artifacts that give you a sense of how people lived during the early settlement of North Dakota. It's one thing to read about frontier life in a history book, but it's another to actually walk through these buildings and picture families building a life out here on the open plains. It really makes you appreciate how much hard work and determination it took to settle this part of the country. And of course, you can't come to Frontier Village without checking out the world's largest buffalo. Standing 26 feet tall and weighing over 60 tons, it's become one of North Dakota's most recognizable roadside attractions and makes for a pretty fun photo stop. We are at the world's largest buffalo. I've been here before, but I've been here at night, so I haven't seen it in the daytime. Overall, this was one of those unexpected places that made a road trip even more memorable. If you're driving across North Dakota on Interstate 94, Jamestown is definitely worth pulling off for an hour or two. Between the historic village, the giant buffalo, and all the history packed into this one stop, it's an easy recommendation from us. After our stop in Jamestown, we continued west towards one of the most underrated national parks in the country, Theodore Roosevelt National Park. As soon as we entered the Badlands, the landscape completely changed. Rolling green prairies gave way to colorful rock formations, deep canyons, and wide open views that seemed to stretch on forever. It's easy to see why Theodore Roosevelt fell in love with this place. After experiencing personal tragedy in the 1880s, he came here to ranch, hunt, and reconnect with nature. The time he spent in these Badlands helped shape his passion for conservation, which would later make him one of America's greatest champions for protecting public lands. Today, this park stands as a tribute to that legacy. What an incredible view from up here. This is supposed to be the best view in the park, and I see why it's called that. Short walk from our car's over there. One of the best parts of exploring this park is the wildlife. Around almost every corner, there's a chance to see bison grazing along the road, prairie dogs popping in and out of their burrows, and wild horses roaming the hills, or even mule deer and pronghorn making an appearance. Just please make sure that you are respectful to the wildlife and give them the distance that they deserve. One of the things we loved about this park was just how peaceful it was. Even though it's a national park, it doesn't have the huge crowds that you're going to find at places like Yellowstone or Zion. That made it feel more special. We could take our time, soak in the scenery, and truly appreciate just how wild and untouched this place feels. It was also really unique and special to see Theodore Roosevelt's cabin still standing there today. Continuing west, looking for a place to camp for the night. It says area closure. I also don't love all of those signs. So we continued west and we made it into Montana. Try to drive another 30 minutes west, but we are driving up on a storm, and the wind is blowing the car really bad. This is an 80-mile-an-hour highway, so the car is getting tossed around quite a bit. So we're just trying to make it 8 miles to the visitor center, see if we can sleep there for the night. Said no overnight camping, so we are continuing on our way. I guess the storm is not supposed to be super bad, so we'll see. We're headed to a truck stop for the night. We stayed at a Flying J about 10 minutes from here last night. Found a fishing access this morning. We're making some breakfast. We got water on for coffee, got bagels. And he is making smoothies.
At least attempting to.
Our Jackery power bank is what gets our smoothie maker going.
Just finished cooking some burgers here. It is the 4th of July. We are in Garfield County, Montana, on our way out to Lewistown for 4th of July celebrations. This is actually the third least densely populated county in the United States outside of Alaska. You've got about 1,100 people in about 4,800 square miles. You go inside this rest stop, we're just outside of Mosby. It's just a National Weather Service broadcast playing and a sign about 2013 safety stuff and the whole billboards in there. So, but overall still pretty. I mean, we're starting to just see some trees here. You've got a little bit in the way of some rolling hills, but mostly still prairie and ranches. So we're gonna eat some lunch and keep going. Need to be here.
We stopped at a laundromat to do some laundry. So we're just folding that, and then we are gonna go to our hotel room to go to sleep. We got a hotel for the night, just to have like a reset day. This is very interesting, something I've never seen before. It must be for crowd control for everybody leaving the fireworks after the fireworks. All of the lights on this side are blinking red, and then all of the other side has blinking orange. Before, these were normal traffic lights. So I don't know if this is something that like Montana does for getting a huge crowd of people out of an area. Very interesting. If anybody is from Montana and is used to this, comment down below what this is, because it's not something that I am familiar with. That is all for today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe so you can continue along with us on our journey.